Hello and welcome to episode 44 of the Throwback podcast. I'm here with Ginger Shaq. I'm Mark from the Throwback store and I'm here with Ginger Shaq. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Mr. Murray. How are you?
I'm good. I'm struggling with Ben Simmons, but good with the Sixers result yesterday. We look good. We look sharp. So I'm happy about that. Do you want to get straight into it? Do you want to get...
Go on then.
On the last podcast, I was saying, come on, Ben, come home, come back. All that's gone now. The pure childishness of his behaviour at training camp, seeing how he's been acting. At the end of the day, right, it's your job, right? So, and I know we've spoke about mental health and stuff, and Kyrie Irving not turning up, and people have been kind of comparing the two, which are two completely different situations. Kyrie obviously had some issues last season with his mental health, didn't show up, took days off, took games off, all that stuff. What Ben Simmons is doing is petty, childish. Even James Harden was showing up to games. May not have been playing well. Do you know what I mean? May not have particularly done very well. But he was going, he was doing it. Ben Simmons isn't even showing Willie. He's stood there in the background. I seen them all in the huddle. They all put their hands in the huddle, and he was just stood there bouncing a ball. I was thinking, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's this saying to other NBA coaches? What is this saying to other NBA coaches? Petulant, childish, millennial, wanting to be I don't know, it's just entitled, isn't it? He thinks he's this. I love Ben Simmons, I think he's a great player, but humility is a beautiful thing. You see Embiid coming out when we got knocked out the playoffs by the Raptors and saying he takes full responsibility and it was his fault, it's his team. Jimmy Butler as well, when he was there, taking responsibility for their actions. This kid's not doing that. He's just being petulant, childish. I'm over it, actually. Now I'm over him. Leave him to him, let him rot. Hit him in the pocket now. That's what they'll do. Hit him in the pocket, take that money.
So I agree. So I believe at present, at time of recording, we're talking about 1.3 million in lost revenue from preseason games, practices, and things like that. Now, as sports fans, we're generally quite fickle people. I'm a Liverpool fan. We won the Champions League in 2005. Steven Gerrard, all of a sudden, he wants to move. There was shirts getting burned. There was people being absolute twazzicks. But, case in point, Steven Gerrard, Liverpool legend. Okay? We as sports fans are fickle, like I said. So, we forget. We've got short-term memories. Simple as that. What I want to know is, as a Sixers fan, say he comes out today and he goes, do you know what? I've really struggled. Philadelphia's a big city. I've been sat down by Dr. J and Iverson, and they've said to me, look, son, look, you know what I mean? You could be up there with us. Can you as a Sixers fan swallow your pride and go, well, he is one of the best defensive players in the league. He is he is a perennial all-star. Do you know what I mean? Or is it gone past that point where it becomes Hatim Ben Arfa, it becomes Peter Odemwingie. A prime example was, on all it is funny. I've enjoyed all the memes and things like that. And then you take a step back, and as somebody who manages staff and manages people on a daily basis, if I had a member of staff turn up and show that kind of disdain towards being at work, you
tell them to go home,
to be playing a professional sport and have your phone in your pocket, it's little things like that. And you look at it and you go, Jimmy Butler got ruined for turning up and destroying the first team
with the third
stringers. Yeah. But it comes to a point when you have to go, a man humiliating his teammates physically and mentally is on the winning side of a man who's just actually been a downright disgraceful human being.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Like in terms of like human nature, like you're not. Like, I hate to break it to you, Ben, but if you get traded to a team in the East, you're going to play the Sixers more than twice potentially.
Yeah.
You get traded to a team in the West, you've got at least 2 games of playing these teammates. One of them in the Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got the stomach to be the big guy in these big moments, simply, excuse my language, when you get announced playing for the Sacramento Kings, you're fucked.
Yeah.
like your ass, like they're gonna have to get a Paul Pierce fucking wheelchair, son.
Yeah.
Because your fucking shorts are gonna be fucking khaki.
Yeah.
And it's just disrespectful. Like we've been big advocates for, people and this and that, and I understand. I'm wholeheartedly by that. If Ben Simmons came out and said, "You know what? Like, there's a cancerous culture at the Sixers. It's toxic masculinity." Doc Rivers talks to in a derogatory manner, and he slates us at every opportunity. I'm not supported by our teammates. Well, from what I can see, there's none of that, Mark.
Everybody seems to be getting on with Doc Rivers' way of coaching. Everybody seems to be behind it, apart from Ben.
It's just, I don't know how he thinks this will get him a trade. Because if I'm LeBron,
you're not wanting him on your team.
Like, I'm fully aware that we haven't won a game since God knows when, but
I don't want that.
Like, I'm quite looking forward to seeing out the twilight years of my career with
people who want to play,
and Rondo and AD and people I get on with. I don't really need some jumped up little Aussie fuck.
Yeah.
Like, who at one point we all viewed as the second coming of me. And you can't believe half the quotes you read in the press. Like, you can't believe them. Do you know what I mean? You see shit about like, oh, well, I've said to the Sixers this, that, and in all honesty, like, we're covering it now. And as your podcast co-host, until he gets traded, I don't want to talk about him again.
No, do you know what? I was going to say the exact same thing.
Because it's wasted energy.
It is.
Because
it definitely is.
He's not going to put the energy into turning up to practice, then I'm not going to put the energy in to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just there is no answer.
I totally agree.
You either get traded or you won't even ride the bench.
No,
you're just not going to get paid.
And the other thing is that comes with that is it's keeping his fitness. So is he going to go? Because they said he was like taking more, kind of being coached more by the G League coaches as opposed to Doc Rivers, which is disrespectful in itself. But like, what you're going to do? Just go and play with a load of like, by all intents and purposes, bums. Like, just go and play with them until your contracts run out because you've still got 4 years. Like, this isn't how it works. This isn't how it goes. You can't do this. It doesn't work like that. But I don't know. I just kind of I've done now. I'm done. Like, he's not from my point of view, he's going nowhere. Tyrese Maxey played the other day, dropped 20. Like, I'm not saying Tyrese Maxey is Ben Simmons at all. Definitely not. But if he's running that point, you've got Maxey, you've got Harris, you've got Seth, got
the thing is, right? If somebody picks up the slack in scoring the points, and if somebody picks up the slack in the defense, then why do you need him?
Exactly. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying.
Surely at this point, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Sixers won last night.
Yeah, they won by. I think they won it was a blowout in the end. It was 20.
But you should have lost.
Yeah, without Simmons, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you look at it and you go, if you haven't got your best player, quote unquote, which is what
he obviously believes he is.
when if you honestly ask me who's been the best player for the Sixers, well, it's Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Totally
agree.
But what it does bring us on to is, he's a player who was talked about in a very positive light, who's an all-star, who at one point was widely respected by the league, had endorsements coming out of his ears. He mirrored on a market level a young Michael Jordan, a young LeBron James.
Yeah.
So, if none of this had transpired, can we not talk about this potentially affecting his legacy?
No, his legacy
being that in 25 years, we will celebrate the NBA 100 as we are the NBA 75.
Yeah.
Now, depending on how that is looked at, I don't know because I haven't looked at it, if the NBA 50, all them players are in the NBA 75, or if 25 additional players have been added.
Yeah, I don't know how it is up to now. It looks like there's 6. From what I can see, Chris Paul, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Giannis, Dirk are the 5 out of the first 50 that are either still playing or have played.
And I think the problem is like that it's got to have been a legacy affector. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, definitely.
As I said, let's
draw a line under him. Let's draw a line under him now.
Let's shelve Ben Simmons like the
Sixers are.
He is, but the NBA 75. So I've not been around long enough to remember the NBA 50.
That's when I first started getting into basketball.
You know what I mean? And one of the things we talked about and we love is a patch.
Oh, love a patch.
So the NBA 75, I've seen some merchandise come out and it's got the NBA 75 on. And I did wonder how they were going to sort of celebrate it. And did they really have that much more they could do? And the announcement of the NBA 75 players is obviously we've got, at time of recording, we've got the first 50. The final 25 are being announced on TNT tonight with, Chuck and Shaq and Kenny and Ernie. So there's some pretty notable players will probably be added.
I don't think Iverson's in it yet.
No, I think he is. He is.
Is he? Is he in that 50?
So obviously LeBron will get mentioned tonight.
So the irony of that, LeBron obviously, but the irony of it is that Iverson's rookie year was the year of the 50.
Yeah.
So in them 25 years, he's built a legacy. Do you know what I mean? So brilliant. I'm glad Iverson's in there.
Like,
Giannis being in it. Giannis is in it. That do you know how mad that is? But when you look at his resume, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion. Yeah, as he should be.
Do you know what I mean? And like, I imagine I can see there being a nod to Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
another one I can see because of the multiple All-Star wins.
Player of the Year.
I can imagine there'll be both Gasol brothers.
Powell, definitely. Powell's got to be in there. I don't know about Matt. He's won a championship, I suppose. 2.
He's won multiple DPOYs. Like,
yeah. Did he win one? He won one of the Lakers as well, didn't he, Gasol?
Don't know. Don't think so.
Was it the year after he went there?
What, Mark Gasol or Pau Gasol?
Mark? He won one with the Raptors.
He never. No, he never. Not with the Lakers.
Okay.
Well, because he joined the Lakers in 2018, didn't he?
Mark Gasol. No, last year or the year before.
2019 then.
When they won the championship.
Oh, right. Oh, you're on about Chip. I was on about Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, no.
No.
That was years ago.
Yeah, he won. Yeah. So there's, I'll probably see the likes of Vince Carter if he's not been mentioned already. And players like that. And there'll probably be They'll probably put Penny.
I can't remember
Hardaway
when was Kobe in the original 20. Oh no, he can't have been because that was his rookie
class.
Yeah. So Kobe will be in there. There's a lot to get to fit in there now when you look at it. Steph Curry, has he been named?
I don't know. So Ray Allen.
Yeah.
So have they got to? But this is what I mean. Like there is probably 25 players.
But putting James Harden in there is a bit mad to me. If you miss people out, like there's got to be people in there like that, like Steph Curry, like.
Well, if you're having Harden,
you've got to have T-Mac.
You've got to have Westbrook.
Yeah, you've got to have Westbrook.
So this 25
is going to be mad. The last one,
like they could all be like, this is maybe why they've done it. This could be 25 players
from a chunk
the current day.
And the other thing is, the first 50, like you said, some of them 50 might not have made the cut. Do you know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying. Like
so they may have pushed out a couple of players to bring players in.
Like I've got the first 50 here.
Go on.
So you got Kareem, Giannis, Nate Archibald, Charles Barkley, Bob Cousy, Dave Cowens, Kevin Durant, Julius Erving, George Gervin. Imagine putting them two next to each other. That's just making you fucking say it hard.
I know.
Al Greer, James Harden, Elvin Hayes, Jerry Lucas, Moses Malone, Kevin McHale, George Mikan, Steve Nash, Dirk, Hakeem, Bob Petit, Willis Reed, Oscar, the Admiral, Bill Russell, John Stockton. Then second days were Paul Arizin, Rick Barry, Larry Bird, Wilt, Clyde, Tim Duncan, Ewan, Fraser, Garnett, Havlicek, Iverson, Johnson, Jones, MJ, Karl Malone, Parrish, CP3, Scottie Pippen, Bill Sharman, Isaiah Thomas, Nate Fairman, Wes Unsold, Bill Walton, Jerry West, and James Worthy.
Okay, so we've got...
So far, there is no mention
of Kobe, LeBron.
Of Kobe, LeBron,
Westbrook.
Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
You know, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
You know, so there's
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. No, he was on the first day.
Was he?
Yeah. Rodman.
Yeah, Rodman.
So I think it
was only Jordan and Pippen on that one then.
Yeah.
No Steph Curry.
No
Kyrie Irving. And
should he be on it?
Well, this is what I'm just about to say. I don't think there's been 75 players better than Kyrie Irving ever. That's just my opinion, though. I don't think there's ever been 75 players better than Kyrie Irving. Like, Kyrie Irving's a fucking stud.
Okay, so if they turn around to you and they say, right, we're going to add more people. We've narrowed the point guards down to 5, and we can only pick 3 of them. And the point guards are Steph Curry, Russ Westbrook, Kyrie, Gary Payton, and we'll say
you've got to put there's none at Cat.
And we'll say Jason Kidd.
Yeah, obviously. Well, you're going Jason Kidd, Steph Curry, and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's Kyrie Irving. Right, I think the media portray him in a way like he might be in it. It's just Iguodala put out a post before saying, I can't believe Kyrie Irving isn't in the top 75. So I don't know whether he knows something that we don't.
Yeah.
He's got to look at the list before it's come
also,
out.
I'm just thinking now. There's no D Wade.
No D Wade, no Chris Bosh.
Like Ray Allen.
Yeah, mate. Like, but I'm telling you now,
the biggest omission out of all of them is where is Airbud?
Yeah, where is Airbud? Where is Airbud?
He's probably dead now. Would have been put down. He's dead old, wasn't
he? Yeah. He's probably on the moon now.
Now he's dust bud.
Yeah. But yeah, Kyrie Irving should definitely be in there for me. Personally, that's just my opinion. I think Kyrie Irving's a stud. Obviously, the media portrays him in a light that can affect things like this, but Kyrie Irving's Who's guarding Kyrie Irving? And he's won a championship as well. Do you know what I mean? An integral part.
And am I right in thinking a rookie of the year as well?
Yeah, rookie of the year.
So another thing I want to touch on, we haven't covered this, but I wanted to mention because it's an interesting fact I've seen. So on Monday, we've seen a lot of rookies getting extensions. The likes of, I can't even think of the top of my head.
Kevin Huerter. Oh no, he wasn't a rookie, was he? But
they're getting the rookie contracts extended, and
yeah, he got his 100.
Probably the biggest omission is probably apparently DeAndre Ayton.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that.
Whereas like the likes of Landry Shamet and Mikal Bridges have been given
big contract.
Quite nice bit been given the bag by the Suns. Now, Mo put out a good point where he said, well, they could overpay him. He's a restricted free agent. And all they've got to do is just match whatever anybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And they'll still save themselves 25 to 30 million. So,
which is clever.
Risky attempt.
Well, what if he gets injured? Because look at Isaiah Thomas. When he was about to get his big bag, Celtics traded him.
So,
and then he got injured and he never got it. So,
no. So, the only other interesting fact to see, and it's mad to think it, right, is he is the first number one pick since Anthony Bennett to not have his rookie contract extended.
Wow. And he's a good player.
That is not company you want to be in, is it?
Remember when people were like saying in the playoffs, obviously we are prisoners of the moment, people in general, and they were actually comparing him to Embiid though. Like, come on now. Don't do this.
But
he's a great center. Center.
Like, I'm going to put my hands in the air here. You're not going to like it. Joel Embiid may be a better player.
Is a better player.
Hear me out. But he's not a conference champion.
No, he's definitely not. And neither would Ayton be without Booker and Chris Paul. And this is what it's all about. It's not about the individual player. It's about the cast.
No, but it is. This is why he needs to get paid more than anyone else.
He doesn't, because he's not good enough. They're not going to pay him the same money as Book. Like, Book's... They're not going to pay him the same money as Book. Definitely not. He's not in the same world as Book.
But if you're the Suns...
And you've got Chris Paul to pay as well. He's probably holding out thinking he'll get a big bag somewhere else. He might not. He might get the bag there, but...
But the thing is, maybe the Suns have sat down and gone, we could just have a top 15 center.
Yeah, be happy with it.
Like, we've got Book, we've got CP3,
yeah,
we've got Shamet, and we've got Bridges.
I like Bridges. I really like Bridges.
You know what I mean?
We should never have traded Bridges.
Was that not the saddest?
Yeah, because his mum worked for the Sixers organization. We actually got him. He's from Philadelphia. He's a massive Eagles fan, massive Phillies fan, massive Sixers fan. And then we traded him.
Won the chip with Villanova.
I know. Crazy.
But no, I just it was one of them things where I was sort of like, and then it sort of started people on about contracts. And then people were like, oh, well, Zach LaVine.
Oh, fuck Zach LaVine.
Like, Zach LaVine, he's, and I'm like, okay, he's doing what I call a Jimmy Butler, which is where you go, no, I don't want that extension.
I'll show you how much I'm worth.
I'll show you how much I'm worth. And, we're gonna talk about the first set of games, and he's a player that's just dropped 34 points in a win.
Yeah. How did you think? Have you watched the game yet?
I have watched it.
How did you feel?
After the powerful preseason we had.
Was you a bit worried? Like, because normally teams that have a great preseason come into the season, it's a little bit anticlimactic, isn't it? I find.
So I've seen a lot of people where they were just sort of like, "Well, where has this come from?" and blah 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 blah. I'm going to be honest with you, Mark. The Bulls are 1-0.
Yeah.
The one's in the right column. I don't give a shit
matters.
if we win every game by 1 point. Like, my nerves will be shot, my arse will be flapping.
Yeah.
But I'm invested in seeing the Bulls play playoff basketball.
Did you see DeRozan's Kobe's? Oh.
Like, one of the biggest things about us signing DeMar DeRozan
is what Kobe's.
I was like, he's going to have some custom Kobe's, and they're going to be in the Bulls colorway. And I'm a cry every time I see them because they're beautiful.
Yeah. He wore Kobe's. I think, what did Jaylen Brown have on last night?
He wore Kobe's.
He wore Kobe's. I seen Jeremy Grant for the Pistons wear a pair of T-Mac 2s, which was dull.
Zach LaVine's rocking the Jumpman at the minute.
Yeah, he's a sneaker free agent as well.
So is Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I love this.
Do you see the pair that Brandon Ingram was rocking?
No, what did he have on last night?
I think they're just like a standard Nike model. They're not a signature for anybody, but like, I'll try and find them. Like, while we're talking, I'll try and get a picture of them.
I seen Kemba had a pair of Kemba's Jordan through and through, isn't he? Kemba had the Jordans on. Yeah, I love the sneaker free agent stuff because you just get to see all these different, like when Kobe did it, he was wearing Iverson's one night and he was wearing Jordan's another night, and then he was wearing like Nike's another night, Huarache's another night. Like, I loved that back then. But you're going to see the likes of DeRozan with the P's for the Bulls in the Bulls colorways. It's going to be good. But
this is the thing, like, it is generally like it's like, I love it. I was always actually a fan of having team-colored kicks.
It's going away that a little bit now. I think it's crazy.
Because I think a lot of I think they went out of their way to not, like, they changed some of the rules, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I'm struggling to find the Brandon Ingram kicks, but
I'll look online and I'll fire them up. I'll definitely find them
because they were real nice. But obviously, we are a podcast that discusses fashion.
Yes, yeah.
And people's fits.
Yeah.
So we can't ignore probably one of the biggest flex fits of the entire opening night, which is this guy.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, Lamelo Ball with the yeah, I'm gonna say, is it green? Is it green? Is it yellow? It's greeny, yellowy, green. It's green, yeah. Isn't it? Green. With the Lamborghini truck that matched his suit. Mate, I thought, do you know what? Fair play. That was a flex. I didn't like Westbrook's fit, but AD's fit was fire on the first night. Anthony Davis with the ripped jeans. I like that.
I've seen you popped up on your personals.
Yeah, I
look forward to the fits more than the basketball.
Yeah, I do now. I don't know what it is. Obviously, I love basketball being back, but man, there's nothing like seeing what people wear into the games, especially in places like LA. Do you know what I mean? When it's nice, when it's sunny. Like LeBron rocking up in that suit as well. Fire, just look fire.
He always does though. Like,
yeah, like he means business first.
Like he's always kind of just like, he's just LeBron. He's timeless, isn't he? Like, I've loved it because they've opened the LeBron Innovation Center.
Yeah, and he went in a Liverpool kit. Seen it. Disappointed in him. But yeah, man. Love that fits are back. We'll definitely start rating fits again, for sure on here. But everybody go and check out that LaMelo Ball fit because that was matching. Imagine matching your suit to a Lamborghini truck though.
Like, is that not just the biggest flex though?
Yeah, for sure. Love that.
I don't personally care what you honestly think about anybody.
Yeah, that's just
Like,
let him do him. You know what I mean? He's young,
yeah, like
he's doing well, and he's smashing it, and he's playing well, and he got the dub as well. So, you know, you can't really say anything to him, can you? At all?
really. Like, you can if you want to, but
yeah, it be lies. What's your early prediction? Who's winning it all? Let's do that.
I mean, it's hard to.
I'm not gonna ask for individual awards. I'm just going. Who do you think is gonna win the NBA championship? And we'll leave it there for now.
Okay, so the NBA championship will come from the East, and it will either be the Brooklyn Nets or the Bucks.
Okay, is that what you think? Honestly,
for whatever reason, I just don't think it's going to gel for the Lakers. I don't think they'll make the finals, and I actually foresee a Milwaukee Bucks versus Golden State finals.
Okay. I'm going to stick with what I said last season and go with the Nuggets this season. I think Michael Porter Jr. getting the bag, getting the max, along with all the pieces they've got. Jokic coming off an MVP season, Jamal Murray. Yeah, and Michael Porter Jr. I think that's a great team. I think they play good basketball. I'm gonna just put it out there. It's a very random one. Might be completely wrong, but I'm gonna go the Nuggets for the championship. But you're probably right. The Nets are probably going to be there or thereabouts, but it just depends how the Nets are feeling about the Kyrie Irving situation. Is that affecting team morale? Whereas the Bucks are coming in as champions, and Giannis just come out shooting, didn't he? Come out banging. So, yeah.
Like you can never forget. Like, they won the chip.
I know. That.
So it would be ridiculous to assume that they wouldn't do it.
I think Miami will have a good season this year. I think adding Kyle Lowry's huge.
Do you?
Yeah. Definitely do. I think Kyle Lowry in at the 1. Jimmy Butler, Bam. Tyler Hero probably playing more minutes on as a 2 guard. I think that could work.
I am of the opinion that they will make the playoffs and get put out the playoffs by the Bulls.
You're mad.
I'll be honest, mate. I'm mad because my players are playing for my team.
Yeah.
And that obviously, as previously covered, the Sixers have only got one player.
Yeah. Well, and Tobias Harris and the better shooting Curry brother.
But you need Ben Simmons.
We don't, Benjamin Bum Nugget. That's what I'm going to start calling him now. But yeah, I can't stomach that no more. I might try and stay up for the games tonight. I've got a late start in work tomorrow, so yeah, I might see if I can stay up. I think it's the Mavs tonight.
Yeah, I do love a Thursday night game.
It's just nice now when I've not got an early start the day after, or I've not got work. Just there's always something on, isn't there? You've got the American football on the weekend. You've got the football. We've just had the Champions League the last couple of days. What a comeback by United last night, by the way. Crazy. Got nothing to do with basketball, but
no, crazy would be the people that are claiming it's the best European comeback ever.
Oh no, that was obviously United, wasn't it?
I mean, it's not, but it's still not the best. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Crazy. We just said it. Prisoner of the moment. People are prisoner of the moment.
Recency bias and all that jazz.
Yeah, but lots of sport on at the moment.
It's great. There's
some great UFC cards coming up as well.
There is, and decent times as well. Like for us UK fans. I mean, this week's one's on at 7.
Yeah,
starts at 7. So
so I'll definitely be watching that. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done for episode 44. Players with number 44. You said Patrick Williams. Great defensive player. Great defense. I went with John Wallace, used to play for the Knicks. I'm only saying that because I've got one of his jerseys on my website at the moment.
Would that be your website, www.throwbackstore.co.uk?
Yes.
With an app also available on Android and iOS.
Yes, that would be.
Which currently has a sale on, I believe.
Yes, it does have a 20% off tip-off sale. Finishes yesterday. It'll be by the time this comes out. But if you do listen to this and you want the 20% off, drop me a DM, drop me an email, and I'll still give it you. I'll honor it for anybody listening. So, yeah, just drop me a DM or an email and I'll honor the 20% off sale.
And you will be asked a question about today's podcast.
Yes, you will. You'll be asked 3 questions. You'll be asked, what can you name 3 Funkos from behind Ginger Shaq? And who does Mark hate more, Ben Simmons or Adolf Hitler?
A few moments later.
Simmons has got fuck all apart from Maya Jama and Adeles boyfriend.
Yeah. And Adele has made an album about divorce, apparently. So I listen to it if nobody else does. Anyway, that's it from episode 44 of the Throwback Podcast. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Oh, God, we're going to get kicked off of YouTube.